What an incredible episode of Fear the Walking Dead. Welcome back. This is our coverage of episode 11 of season 3, La Serpiente. But if you haven't watched it and you don't want spoilers, come back and check me back here in a second. But unless you have, enjoy this video. Welcome back. My name is Metatron Urel, and you are watching my coverage of Fear the Walking Dead. This is episode 11, La Serpiente. Alright, first of all, gotta give a round of applause for Strand. Give a round of applause for that man. That man is resourceful in this episode, and I am proud of him. First of all, he throws the nice little clicker thing to distract the walkers. Never saw that. Never had a clue what that was until I watched Talking Dead. Apparently, it's like a little car alarm thing, but pure genius. Okay, say what you want about Strand. He may be manipulative. He may be a snake. Hence to the title. Excuse me. But that man is resourceful. And he told Nick back in season 1, people like him and Nick will truly sort of, they'll excel in a world like this. Well, I think he's right, because Strand, he is becoming more resourceful, and I will have to give my man a clap for that, because, he is starting to just little bitty things. It's little bitty things, but these little bitty things are what makes it survivable during the zombie apocalypse. And even Mandy's starting to see how Strand is, and she's starting to point out to Walker, like, hey, you can trust this guy. He's not going to go dancing around in the sewer just because. But, Walker, dude is still booty hurt over some gold. Dude, get over it. It's done. Move on. Alright, I understand. Your booty hurt. You want your gold was spent without your permission. Okay. That's not good on Maddie's part. But you're going to have to trust her. You guys are going to work together. You're going to have to trust her. You want her to trust you, well, start living up to your own standards. But I will have to say, because this is the first thing that popped in my mind, okay, they're going to go back to the dam. Daniel's going to be there. He is not going to be happy to see Strand. We all know that. You know that. I know that. Strand's not exactly a wanted man down at the dam, but here comes Maddie with a nice little gift for our boy Daniel. Ophelia's still alive. Yay! Don't know how good it's going to do, but hey, his daughter's still alive. Now, Poppy can stop worrying himself sick over this and stop, wanting to go on nice little suicidal ventures because of it. So, hey, Maddie, I think, is going to be the best gift of all. His daughter is still alive. But I do love how as soon as Daniel realizes it was Strand coming out of the rain grate, he was ready to put a cap in him. He was like, I don't know what he was, I don't speak Spanish, but I know whatever he said was not good for Strand. He was ready to tell you, oh, you want to die? Yeah. Strand does not need to mess with Daniel right now. No sir. But I did notice that Daniel and Lana are really having a tough time right now with the people. They are rioting slowly but surely. They're starting to riot, and Daniel's actually having to step up and go back to his old ways, which is sort of what he felt was damning him in this world. But now, I guess in his way, he's found his path. Strand and Nick are sort of the manipulators that can sort of, twist things around to sort of benefit them. Well, then you got someone like Daniel, who his primary source is aggression. He can be aggressive. He can do the things that normal people can't do. I don't know if I could, point a gun at someone's head and say, do what I say or else. Daniel has no problem. So that's going to work on Daniel's point of view. But I'm noticing him and Lana are needing a lot of help. And I'm thinking, with Maddie showing up, maybe she can offer some new perspective on this. But that doesn't seem the case, because as soon as Maddie, Strand, and Walker show up, oh man, it goes to this night. And this is the one thing about Walking Dead series, that the fans, you either love it or hate it. It is right off the bat, drama, 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 drama. Okay, so you have Maddie trying to work Lana. Alright, she's trying to coax her into letting them take water. Lana doesn't know these people and she's not wanting to give them water. Okay, fair point. That's cool. Alright, well then you got Daniel who's trying to work Lana for Maddie. I think a lot of it's out of a sense of an obligation. Because even Maddie had to correct Walker and say, look, me and him, we got a history, and we can work something out. Walker doesn't know that. Lana doesn't know that. Okay, deep breaths. Deep breaths, Maddie. Deep breaths. Alright, you got that going on. But then you got Strand and Maddie Stratty. Apparently I'm subconsciously shipping them. Sorry. But I will have to say that it will be the power couple of Fear of the Walking Dead if those two hook up. Alright, so you got Strand, and I can't tell if Strand is macking or if he is actually connecting and bonding with Maddie. I mean, even back on the yacht in season 2, those two really hit it off back in the day. I mean, I know Strand, his character is gay, but I can't help but sense a chemistry. I mean, I honestly ship Strand and Maddie. I see those two hooking up. I'm just letting you know. You heard it here first. If they hook up, it's me. But, okay, with all this going on, then you got Walker threatening Maddie. If this doesn't pan out, I'm taking my people, we're taking our water, and you guys are nixed for the camp. He's going to kick out all the white people, apparently, and save the nation. Which, I have to say, thanks to Jeremiah, we don't take brown people there. Just desserts, I guess. You show racism, you're not gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna get off my pulpit. Gonna get off of it. My bad. You didn't come here for that. All right. So you got Walker threatening Maddie, which is never a smart thing. You don't want to threaten the woman who's willing to do whatever it takes to save her family. Not always a smart power play. But then, okay. But it's okay, because then you have Daniel threatening Strand, which that's go figure, right? I mean, it's not the first time Daniel's ever tried to kill Strand. Probably won't be the last either. Just I'm going to put that out there. But then you have Walker telling Daniel something about Oflelia. And I'm not sure how Daniel's taking it, because he's learning that his little girl is following in his footsteps in some manner. And I think, in a way, that's something that Daniel did not want to happen. I mean, he didn't want his baby girl paying for his sins. But I think, worst case scenario, he didn't want his baby girl falling into his footsteps. Because before this all was said and done, he killed 96 men. You find that out at the beginning of the season. And I'm surprised I still remember that. But anyway. And I think he's worried that Ophelia's going to start racking up a body count herself. Excuse me. So, you got Walker making threats. You got Maddie trying to work the people. You got Daniel trying to work things out for Maddie. You got Lana, who's running off and cowering in her little box. You got one of her lieutenants, and I didn't catch the guy's name, and if you guys know the guy's name I'm talking about, please leave it down in the comments below. But he is wanting to release the water and give it back to the people. But, look, I'm all for having faith during a zombie apocalypse. Hey, hold on to what you gotta believe in. But there is also a certain line of blind faith that you cannot afford. And saying that you're going to tear down a dam and give all the water back to the people in a desert. When's the last time it rained? Really want to take a chance. Call me crazy. Just call me crazy. But you got all this stuff going on, all this stuff. You're about ready to sort of go back into the wild. Maddie was told no. Walker got booty hurt yet again and threw a little hissy fit and decided to leave without them. He was going back to the camp to do what he must, as he said. And somehow, some way, Strand and Maddie was left to venture out on her own, and somehow a booby trap went off, which I'd have to say is perfect timing and working quite well, along with the fact that the people around them are starting to want to rebel. Now, all of a sudden, Lana's had a bit of a change of heart. Strand, that was perfectly timed, brother. He doesn't own up to it by no means, but the guy just definitely dropped some hints. Strand set up a booby trap to freak out Lana and Daniel. There's apparently another ship I'm trying to do. But anyway, Daniel and Lana are now convinced that the people are out to get them. Strand worked that system pretty good. So now, need a ride? Thirsty? Now Maddie pulls out with the water, and now they've got a system working out, and apparently now Daniel is going to see Oflelia on the next shipment. So, yay. So I honestly, okay, just want to get a nice little gather in my thoughts here. Alright. You had the people refusing to give the water, but now they are. The gringos are getting water, and the actual people are not. And that's something Maddie pointed out. You know, you give water to the gringos and not to the people, it's going to cause bloodshed. I think, in a way, Lana's starting to see that there's no way around that now. There's going to be bloodshed regardless. Maybe she's starting to learn after all. Daniel might have to step up his game even more. Which, what cost is it going to come to? He already lost his wife when he started stepping up. Is he going to really put chance, especially with his beliefs, is he really going to chance Oflelia before that? Alright, at the end of the episode, they always show a clip for the next episode, so this is what I noticed in it, and I wrote some stuff down. First of all, you notice, first thing, Troy's back. Alright, Troy's back, and he is actually starting to rummage around and, I guess, sort of dwell off the land. Okay, first of all, any man who has a psychosis like he does, maybe it's not always best for you to be by yourself. You have to sort of stay with civilization to keep your humanity going. And Troy was already starting to lose it to begin with. Put him off by himself even more with the walkers and having to fend for himself might not be good. Because also something else that happened in this trailer, the second point, was that Jake's leadership is being called into question. Alright, with Jeremiah gone and them still claiming that it was a suicide, Jake's leadership is starting to come into question. That does not bode well for the ranch. Especially with Walker gone, Maddie gone, the people are starting to question our only boy who is there. And knowing how Alicia has been towards Jake lately, she's probably going to end up stepping between some people and Jake, and that does not bode well for Alicia. And the last thing that we pick up on is Nick is starting to compare himself to Troy. Alright, I said in the last video that Nick, in a way, was starting to treat Troy like sort of like a pseudo-messiah. This may be, in fact, what is coming to play right now. Nick is starting to model himself after someone like Troy. Does not bode well, but in the same sense, during the zombie apocalypse, we've noticed throughout the series, both series, that in order to survive in this world, you have to embrace sort of a form of psychosis. You have to embrace your darker side. You have to be able to make the calls that no one else can make. You have to be able to embrace the darker reaches of man, which is murdering, stealing, lying, deception, all those nice little lovely deadly little sins you have to embrace in this world. And Nick is starting to come to terms with that. That says a lot for his character, considering that he has always been somewhat of a moral compass in a small way. But with Lucy now gone, or missing, and his mama is pulling all kinds of crazy stuff out of her head, we don't know what's going to bode well. So what do you think is going to up next for the series? Do you think that the people are going to revolt against Jake while Maddie and Walker are on their nice little field trip? How do you think the people are going to accept the fact that Jake is not his father? And do you think Troy is going to make a triumphant return to the ranch and possibly make a lot of calls that will question the very fabrics of humanity itself? Let me know down in the comments below. Do you think Troy is going to be the Messiah for the whole camp? Or do you think he is going to, in essence, cause its fall? Or do you think that title is going to be reserved for Jake in some shape or form? What is going on between Maddie and Walker? And do we have cause for concern on their little field trip? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like my content, hit the like and subscribe button down below. Share my stuff. Let's get this going, people. But I am Metatron URL. Thank you for watching Nephilim Entertainment. To all you daydreamers and creators out there, keep your head in the clouds. Peace.